So we start moving away. As we're starting to walk away, we sell it. What are we selling? We're selling our alternative again. No, I'm not going, but I will be at taco time. If you want to be there, selling that you're serious again and selling your alternative. That's what you're trying to sell. And then leave the door open for the friendship. If your friend comes to taco time, great. You buy them the ultimate breakfast burrito or whatever alternative you had. If they never talk to you again, the friendship was not very strong. If they were willing to give it up just because you won't do something that they wanted you to do that goes against what you feel is right. But you're still leaving the door open so that they know the friendship is there. You're not saying that is a horrible person. You're just saying, I don't want to do that. And if you want to, then come with me. Again, a great way, if they never talk to you again, it's better you find out then that they weren't really your friend than going months and years down the line and then getting stabbed in the back or something else, because that friendship isn't going to last if it's based solely on if you'll do something with them or not. Now, those are the 5 steps that you'll need to know for the quiz. Okay, and obviously step 5 has 3 parts to it, so please remember that also. Now, there's just a couple of other suggestions. These aren't part of those steps. I won't ask you these, but just a couple of suggestions. Number 1, if you're in peer pressure situations, say their name often. Why? Because people love to hear their name. And studies have shown if I say your name, I have your attention for at least 2 to 3 seconds, which I can accomplish a lot talking in 2 to 3 seconds. So let's just say a class scenario. And let's just say that Lexi Thompson is talking while I'm talking in class. If I just say a general shotgun statement, be quiet, it might be semi-effective. But if I say, Lexi, be quiet, I have her attention for 3 seconds. And I can say a lot in 3 seconds. I can say, Lexi, I need you to be quiet, please. Okay. And that's more, that's stronger. Then the second thing is when it's appropriate, make contact with that person. In other words, get in their personal space a little bit and just touch them on the shoulder. Because studies have shown that people in charge touch those who are not in charge. For example, if you were to walk down the street and you were passing a police officer, and if he were to touch you on the shoulder and say, have a good day, you might feel a little uncomfortable, but you wouldn't really think anything about it. But unless that police officer was your neighbor, friend, or relative, you're not going to slap him on the back and say, have a good day, because you might have your hand back behind your back. And because the person in charge. Again, sometimes that's not appropriate. Sometimes you just got to walk away from the situation. You don't want to touch them. But those are just some other suggestions. So that's the end of Thursday's presentation. Tomorrow, which will be Friday, there will be a quiz on personality profiling, great decision model, and the refusal skill model. So just kind of study your notes on those things, and I will let you take the quiz twice, just like we did the last time. But hopefully you have learned a few things, but you have to practice them. You have to kind of practice them in your mind, go through some scenarios so that you feel comfortable going through those steps. They 100% work. It puts you in control of the situation and gives you a much better chance to get out of that peer pressure situation. We're all going to be faced with peer pressure in our life, and the sooner we learn how to deal with it, to get in control of the situation, the better it is going to be for all of us. And thanks for taking the time. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.